everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1972 season is on the air. Today's date is May 27, 1972. We are at Metropolitan Stadium, our first trip here for a game in the American League between the Texas Rangers and the Minnesota Twins. We had the Rangers last night, and we have them again today. The Rangers coming to this game a record of 13-22, still 9 games under 500, still trying to find their way in the regular season. The Twins are 18-13. They're actually doing pretty well. They're 5 games above 500. But they are way behind the Oakland Athletics, who right now lead the American League West by, well, quite a bunch. So tonight's a big game for the Rangers, and they try to get another win, as they got a win last night. But the Twins are going to be a different animal, I think, as we now begin the second scheduled block of the 1972 season. So once again, in this block, all 24 teams again will be shown. Some will be shown twice in order for me to get the other teams in. So that's what will happen as we now begin schedule block number 2. Jeremy Brooks, Frank Roszak, and DJP join us here at Metro Stadium. The Rangers historically won this game 16-2. The Rangers had 15 hits, the Twins had 12 hits, but the Twins had 5 errors. Must have been a real ugly game for the Twins in this matchup. Maybe one of the reasons why the Rangers got a 16-2 victory, one of the higher scoring games in the 72 season. But will Inside Pitch replicate that tonight? Probably not, but you never know. Sometimes we get close. Phoenix Knight joins us here at Metro Stadium. What's the Mets record so far? Mets are doing very well. They are right where they are supposed to be. The Mets right now are 24-12. They lead the National League East as they did at this time in 1972 until they started to falter a little later. But we'll see what happens, as we only have 2 more days left in the month of May before we enter to June. So, without further ado, let's play some baseball tonight. Starting pitcher for the Minnesota Twins tonight is Dick Woodson. He had a good year, although his record doesn't show it. 14 wins, 14 losses, a 2.72 ERA. 150 strikeouts and 96 walks. That tells me Woodson didn't get much run support when he was pitching. We are at Metropolitan Stadium. Subtracts 1 from strikeouts, subtracts 1 from walks. Only 106 home runs were hit there in 72. Neutral park, but does favor pitchers, in my opinion. So the Rangers and the Twins tonight, we will see what happens as we're ready to play some baseball. Let's go to the top of the first and let's get this game underway. Starting up for the Rangers, center fielder Elliot Maddox, 252 average, no homers, and 10 RBIs. We're going to use brown, white, and powder blue dice. Twins are the home team. The fans here at Metro Stadium are liking their Twins so far. They do have a couple of Hall of Famers in the lineup, as of course you know who they are. So let's see what happens tonight. Woodson, 5'5". That's a possible error. Maddox, 6'6". And that's a base hit to right field. Maddox leads off with a single to right. The right fielder is Cesar Tovar. His error rating is a 7. That's a 9. He's not going to go ahead and make an error. He'll get that ball in there. But Maddox leads off the game with a single. So he will hold it first, infield double play. Next batter will be the right fielder, Joe Lovito. 224 average, a homer, 19 RBIs. Maddox at 20 stolen bases. He's not stealing. That's a 5. He does get the hit and run, but I'm going to let Lovito. It's early. I'll let Lovito swing. Woodson, 5'3". That's a range play. Lovito, 6'3". That's a single past second, but it's a range play for Rod Carew. His range is a 3, but a double play depth, it's a 2. Nope, that'll get by him. That will be a base hit. Maddox does have the speed to get to third on a single past second. With a base running rating of 4, he will get there. And just like that, the Rangers are off and running. So 2 straight base hits. And now the first baseman, Don Mincher, a 216 average, 6 homers, 44 RBIs in 72. Anything on the strat? That is a 1. Maddox gets the steal sign to come home, but I'm not going to send him. Levito gets the steal sign to go to second. I'm not going to send him either. I'm going to let Mincher swing. The infield's going to actually play a double play depth and try to get a couple of outs. Woodson, 6-1. That's blank. Mincher, 2-2. And that's a fly ball hit to right field. Getting over there is Tovar. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Mincher, sacrifice fly 2. He won't get it that way. Maddox, base runner 4. Tovar, -1 arm, a 1-3. Maddox will still score, and he does. So they do get the sacrifice fly. Levito stays at first base, and it is 1-0 already in favor of the Rangers. So he gets the sacrifice fly, now 1 out. Next up is the catcher, Dick Billings, 254 average, 5 homers, 58 RBIs. Craig Scarborough joins us here at Metro Stadium. Strategy roll, and that is a 2. Levito gets the steal sign again. Let's see, 11 plus 2 is 13. The catcher, Mitterwald, is a 0, a 1-13 for Levito to steal. He had 13 stolen bases. Billings, however, not a bad hitter. I'll call it off. I'll let Billings swing. Woodson, 1-1, strikeout 10. That's going to miss. Billings, a 3-6, and that is a fly out to left field. Getting over there will be Rick Rennick, and he'll put it away for out number 2. Now for the Rangers will be the catcher, Hal King, a 180 average, 4 homers, 12 RBIs. Don't know much about him. Anything on the strategy roll, and Levito will stay put. Woodson with the pitch. 6-5, error on a grounder. King, 4-4, and that will be a fly ball to left field, and Rennick will get to that again and retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits on a sacrifice fly. And the Rangers have a quick 1-0 lead here as we will go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Texas Rangers tonight is Dick Bosman. I don't know much about him, believe it or not. Just a little bit. He's a little bit of an enigma to me. Don't know much about him. 8 wins, 10 losses, a 3.63 ERA. He had 105 Ks and 42 walks in 72. Bottom of the first, let's see what the Twins have. Leading off is the right fielder, Cesar Tovar, 265 average, 2 homers, 31 RBIs. That's a solid year. Bosman with the pitch. Bosman, 3-2, strikeout 9. That will miss. Tovar, 3-2, and it's a ground out to third base. And that'll get taken care of by Billings, and he will make the play. And that is out number 1. I said Billings was the catcher. Billings is actually at third base. My bad. Billings is at third base. King is the catcher, not Billings. But Billings is there to make the play anyway. 1 out. And now the shortstop, Danny Thompson, a 276 average, 4 homers, and 48 RBIs. Bosman with the pitch. And that's a 6-1 against a righty. Strikeout. The 10 is high. Thompson, 3-2, and against the righty, that's a base hit right past the pitcher and into center field. So Thompson gets a single, and he will hold at first base. And now here comes the second baseman, the man himself, Mr. Rod Carew. Hall of Famer? Yeah. One of the greatest of all time? Yeah. 318 average, no homers, 51 RBIs. In my opinion, Rod Carew was the best contact hitter I ever saw. Thompson on at first, and nothing on the strat. The ninth, Carew is not going to bunt. He's going to swing. Bosman, 6-3, strikeout 10. That will miss. Carew, 2-1. That's a power hit to center field. That's an 11, and against the righty, letting Carew hit's going to make a big difference because that's going to go all the way to the wall out there, and that's going to be a triple. Carew will come into third. He will slide in. Thompson will score. We're tied at 1. Nice way for Rod Carew to introduce himself to the game today. as he gets a triple. And he will go to third. And now the batter is this monster of a man. First baseman, Harmon Killebrew. Hall of Famer? Yeah. 231 average, 26 homers, 74 RBIs. And this guy, actually, Harmon Killebrew, had the winning home run in the Twins' first game of their season here for 72. Infield will come in. And strategy roll with Carew on at third. He will stay there. Bosman with the pitch. Bosman, 2-5. That's a blank. Killebrew, 1-1. That's a power hit to left field. That's a 7. And against the righty, Killebrew will come through. That's going to go to the wall as well. Carew will come in. He will score. It's 2-1 Twins. A double for Killebrew. Stadium cheers. Yay! Killebrew gets an RBI double, will bring in the run. And now the Twins will send up third baseman, Steve Braun. A 289 average, 2 homers, 50 RBIs in 72. Nothing wrong with those stats. Killebrew on at second. He'll stay where he is. Bosman with the pitch. Bosman, 2-1, strikeout 6. That's going to miss. Braun, 6-5, and that's a ground out to short. Handling over there will be Toby Hara. He will throw it over to first, and Killebrew will stay at second base. He's mud, and he will stay at second on the ground out. Next batter is the center fielder, Bobby Darwin. Lousy fielder, but not a bad hitter, although I don't know much about him. 267 average, 22 homers, 80 RBIs. In 72, Killebrew, that's a 20. Bosman turns around, fires the second. Got him, picked him off. Oh, Killebrew wasn't looking. I think he might have been looking somewhere else. Pick off 1-4 for Bosman. That is a 4. He got him, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits. Killebrew picked off. Darwin will have to wait till the next time to bat. As Bosman gets him, it's 2-1 Twins after 1. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Rangers will be the left fielder, Ted Ford. He's in left field tonight, as one of his, not his best position. A 235 average, 14 homers, 50 RBIs. Don't know much about Ted Ford. Woodson will go ahead and pitch. Woodson, 4-2. Against a righty, it's a blank. Ford, a 2-1, and that's a ground out right to the pitcher. Woodson will handle that one and toss it over. Next up is the second baseman, Lenny Randle. A 193 average, 2 homers, 21 RBIs for Len Randle. Woodson, he will pitch. 4-1. That's a walk, and that 6 is going to be too high. Randle, 2-2, and it's flied out to center field. And Darwin has a beat on it, and he will put it away. And now we'll see the shortstop, Toby Hara. I always felt Toby Hara was underrated. I felt he was a solid shortstop for his career. 259 average, a homer, and 31 RBIs. Woodson will go ahead and pitch. Woodson, 2-5, strikeout. 17 is high. Hara, 4-1. He flies it to left field. And that's going to be Rick Rennick coming in to get that one. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Woodson. Nice job for him. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Once again, leading off for the Twins will be Bobby Darwin. He was at bat when Killebrew got picked off at second base. John Haverly joins us here at Metro Stadium. Bosman, 5-6, hit by pitch, 11. Yep, he plunked him. Ouch. Darwin is a 10, but +4 from Bosman makes him a 14. And Darwin's going to first, so that's a hit batter. First hit batter of the game. And now the Twins will send up left fielder Rick Rennick. A 172 average, 4 home runs, though, 8 RBIs. So he's obviously capable of getting some power. Double play depth is called. And Darwin is staying where he is. And actually, a hit and run is called, but Rennick is going to swing. Bosman will go ahead and pitch. Bosman, 5-3. That is a blank. Rennick, 2-3. And that's a ground out right back to the pitcher. Can they turn the 2? Rennick is a 3 plus 1 is a 4, but hit to the pitcher, you subtract it. So actually, that becomes a -1. So that becomes a 0. So it's 3-3, and you do not get the infield death when it's hit to the pitcher, but you do get the pivot rating. Rennick is a righty. Second base will be the pivot, and that is Randall. He's a -1. So a 1 or a 2, it's a double play. They got it. 2 outs. Must have been hit very hard to Bosman. He turned around, and that's going to be a 1-4-3 double play, 2 away. So nice job by Bosman, and nice job by Randall. 2 away now. And now we'll see the catcher, George Mitterwald, another good baseball name. 184 average, a homer, and 8 RBIs. Don't know much of. I know the name Mitterwald comes up in my mind somewhere. I just don't remember where. Bosman, 4-2, error on a grounder. Mitterwald, 4-4. That's not an error. It's a slow hit ball to third. That's picked up by Billings. Mitterwald is mud. The only way he's safe at first is on a 1. And it's a 6, and he's not even close. Out by 2 miles. And that will be a ground out to third, and the inning is over. Nothing across except the hit batter. 2-1 Twins after 2. Remember, guys, if I ever say anything about a player I don't know much about, give me some trivia. Put it into the chat. Let me read something here. Give me something to feed my mind on baseball. I don't know everything about baseball. I'm not the walking encyclopedia Clinton Parks. That man knows everything about baseball. Top of the third, 2-1 Twins. And leading off for the Rangers will be the pitcher, Dick Bosman. He had an .094 average in 72 and 3 RBIs. Woodson, a 4-5. That's an automatic out. And it's a ground out to short, easily handled by Thompson. And that is the first out. Next up is Maddox. Maddox has got a base hit his first time up and scored. Woodson, a 1-5 error on a throw. Maddox, 3-4. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Steve Braun. His error rating is a 6. That's a 2, and he's going to throw it away. Killebrew's range is a 3, and he will prevent the ball from getting past him, but Maddox will be safe. So Maddox is safe on an E5. That's the first error on the Twins in this game. They did have 5 errors historically. So there's already number 1. So Maddox is safe at first. And now the batter is Lovito. And Lovito got a base hit his first time up. Infield double play. Maddox had 20 stolen bases. And that is an 8. And he's not getting a steal. And he's not getting anything. Woodson will pitch. Cue the Benny Hill music. Woodson with the pitch. Good one there, Phoenix. 2-6, strikeout 5, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is the first K for Woodson. 2 down. Next batter is Mincher. Mincher sacrificed fly his first time up. Maddox, that's a 20. Woodson fires to first, and no, Maddox will get back. Brian B. joins us here at Metro Stadium. Woodson, 1-5, error on a throw. Mincher, 5-1, and that'll be a flyout. That's hit the left field. There won't be an error. Getting over there will be Rennick. He will make the catch and retire the side. No runs, no hits. There was an error, but the Rangers can't take anything with it. We go to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third inning. Leading off for the Twins will be their pitcher, Dick Woodson. He had an .080 average and 2 RBIs, so really not a threat, but you never know. Bosman, 3-4, possible error. Woodson, 1-3. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Toby Hara. His error rating is an 11. That's a 15. Hara will collect that with no problem, and he'll toss it over for the out. Next up is Tovar. Tovar is 0 for 1. Bosman with the deal, and that's a 5-3. That is a blank. Tovar, 4-5, and that's also a fly ball hit to left field, and Ted Ford will come under that one, and he'll make the catch. Here's Thompson. Thompson got a base hit his first time up. Bosman, a 3-2, strikeout 9. That's too high. Thompson, 5-4, and that's another fly ball to left field. Ford doesn't even have to move. It's going right to him, and he will make the catch. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Bosman. 2-1 Twins here after 3. Had a one-hitter today, single with 1 out in the third, northern base runner. Jim McAndrew for my Mets, 1 hit my Reds, 1970. Well, I know that definitely wasn't rigged. I know if my Mets beat your Reds, I know for a fact that was definitely, there was absolutely no rigging going on in that game. That is very realistic. Absolutely realistic when the Mets beat the Reds. Top of the 4th, 2-1. And leading off for the Rangers will be Dick Billings. I said he was a catcher. He's actually at third base. Actually, pretty good range at third, but he made a heck of a lot of errors. Billings is 0 for 1. Woodson will go ahead and pitch. Woodson, 6-1. That is a blank. Billings, 1-3, and that's a ground out to first base. Killebrew will get that, and he'll make the play for out number 1. As slow as Killebrew is, his range is a 3. That's not bad. That is not terrible for as slow as he is. King is up next. He's 0 for 1. As Brian B. gives me the block dragon. Woodson with the pitch. Woodson, 2-5, strikeout 11. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Woodson. 2 down. And now here's Ford. Ford is 0 for 1. Woodson, he'll settle in and deal. Woodson, 3-2. That's a pitcher result, but that 17 is too high. Ford, 6-5, and that's a ground out to first. Killebrew will get to that one again. He says he'll take it, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. 2-1 in favor of the Twins as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Glad all of you can join me for some inside pitch baseball tonight. Looks like I got a lot of lurkers in the chat, and that is okay. For all you guys that are lurking, well, thank you for lurking. Or for listening, either way. Bottom of the 4th inning, Mr. Rod Carew leads off, and he got a triple his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Steeler fan joins us here at Metro Stadium. Good to see Matt. Bosman, 2-4. That is a blank. Carew, 6-1, and that's ground out to second, and Randall will get to that and toss it over for out number 1. Michael Peterson joins us here at Metro Stadium. Good to see Mr. Peterson. Hope you're doing well, sir. I've been concerned about you there, Michael. I know you've been having some issues. I hope everything is well. Here is Killebrew. He got a double his first time up and then got picked off at second. Doug Hunt joins us here at Metro Stadium. And yes, you are invisible, Doug. Bosman, 5-2, wild pitch, ball 1. 6-1 against a righty, strikeout, but that 20 is high. Killebrew, 4-3, and that's a hard hit ball to short. That will be easily taken care of there by Hara, and that's the second out. Now the batter is Braun. Braun is 0 for 1. You're welcome. Bosman with the pitch. Bosman, 1-6. Against the lefty, it's a base hit right up the middle, past the pitcher, and Braun will keep the inning going. First hit of the game for Braun. And the batter now is Darwin. Darwin got hit by a pitch his first time up. Braun on at first. Anything on the strategy? The 17 says no. Bosman, he'll go ahead and pitch. Bosman, 5-3, blank. Darwin, 4-3, and that's a ground out hit to third base. Billings has got it. He's going to throw to second to get Braun. and that will retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Twins. Twins holding on to a 2-1 lead here after 4. In a game historically, there were 18 runs. 16 of them were by the Rangers. I guess the Twins had a bad day. They had a very bad day on that time. He did not have a good day. But right now, the Twins looking for some payback here all these years later on an inside pitch game here on the network. Top of the 5th. Leading off for the Rangers will be Len Randall, and Randall is 0 for 1. 2-1 Twins. Woodson with the pitch. 4-5. That's an automatic out, and it's a ground out to short. Easily taken there by Thompson. And that is the first out. Next batter is Hara. Hara's 0 for 1. Woodson with the pitch. Woodson, 1-6, hit by pitch, 17 is high. Hara, 1-1, and that's ground out to first. Killebrew, he says he's got it, and he plods over there to the first base. As mud as he is, but he had pretty decent range. A 3 is not bad, and he makes the play. That is 2 outs. And here's Bosman. Bosman is 0 for 1. Woodson, he will pitch. Woodson, 4-2. Against a righty, it's a blank. Bosman, a 2-6, and that's a ground out hit to short. Easily handled once again by Thompson. 3 batters, 3 ground outs, and a 1-2-3 inning for Woodson. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 2-1 favor of the Twin Cities. Rick Rennick leads off for Minneapolis-St. Paul. And let's see. He is 0 for 1. So right now, both pitchers doing pretty good so far. Bosman with the pitch to Rennick. Bosman, 3-2, strikeout. The 19 will be too high. Rennick, 5-3, and that's a line out right to third. And Billings gloves it for the out. Right to him, didn't really have to move much. Next batter is Mitterwald. Mitterwald is 0 for 1. Bosman sets up with the pitch. 5-1. That's at the park. Metro Stadium, 3-5, and that's flied out to center field. Maddox will get to that one with ease. If I'm correct, Metropolitan Stadium had a pretty large center field. That's out number 2. If I remember, I don't remember watching many games with the Twins at Metropolitan Stadium before they moved into the Metrodome. Here's Woodson. Woodson is 0 for 1. Bosman with the pitch. Bosman, 1-5. That's a blank. Woodson, 5-1, and that's a ground out to third, easily handled by Billings. And that is also a 1-2-3 inning for Bosman. So far, both pitchers have settled down, as John Haverly has said. It is still 2-1 in favor of the Twins. As this game has now started to speed up, 28 minutes into the stream, and already in the 6th inning. It will be the top of the order for the Rangers. Here is Elliot Maddox. Maddox is 1 for 2, single, and reached on an error and scored the only run for the Rangers tonight. Woodson will go ahead and pitch. Woodson, 6-4. That's a walk, and that's ball 4. So Maddox reaches base for the 3rd straight time. And this time it's on a walk. Infield double play. Next batter is Lovito. Looks like was 402 to center, an 8-feet wall. Okay. Maybe not as fast as I thought. Although I do know that Metropolitan Stadium went through a renovation early. That Metro Stadium had an early renovation. They usually only had one level of stands until they created a second level of stands after 1961. And I hate to say this, when they did that, Metropolitan Stadium really became ugly, and that's when I think the Metrodome suddenly became an idea. Lovito's 1 for 2. He's got a single. Anything on the strat? Maddox is not going anywhere. Woodson with the pitch. 4-4. And that's a walk, plus that 20 will walk him. So now Woodson in a little bit of a jam as he walks both first two batters he faces. A chance now for Mincher. Mincher 0 for 2. Strategy roll. And nothing on the 19. Mincher actually gets the bunt sign. He says, "Are you kidding me?" Runners at first and second. Woodson with the pitch. Woodson 1-4 against the lefty. It's a walk. And that 18 is ball 4. And Woodson has walked all 3 batters. He walked the bases loaded. They're going to go talk to him here. That is the 3rd straight walk given up by Woodson. The batter now is Billings. And the infield's going to come in to try to go for a home to first double play. Billings is 0 for 2. Woodson is in a bit of a jam here. Nothing happening on the strat. Woodson looking at Billings. Fans here at Metro Stadium hoping for a good pitch. Woodson, 2-3. That's at the park. Metro Stadium, 1-3, and it's a blank. We will have a rare play with men on. Rare plays, men on. 42. Right fielder crashes into the wall, chasing a deep drive, resolved as a D9 range play. Well, the right fielder is Cesar Tovar. His range is a 4. He's got it. What a play! That will be a D9. He makes the play out there. So now the rest of the rare play is moot. So he makes the play. That's out number 1. Billings a sacrifice fly of 3. He will bring in Maddox. Now on a sacrifice fly, Joe Levito does have a chance to look at third. Base running 3, hit the right field, -1 at 2. Tovar -1. Levito needs a 1 to get to third base. And he got it. As he said, he crashed into the wall, so Levito takes advantage of it. He'll go to third base. Mincher holds it first. We're tied at 2. So a sacrifice fly. What a play by Cesar Tovar. But that's a sacrifice fly to right. As Chris Kaysen and Baseball Fun and Games joins us here at Metro Stadium. So runners at the corners, now tied at 2. Next batter is King. King is 0 for 2. What a rare play, but what a play by Cesar Tovar. Crashes into the wall, but he makes the catch. And that would have scored all the runs on there if he didn't make it. So the infield's going to stay in. Strategy, nothing on the 11. Woodson will pitch. Woodson, 2-6, strikeout. The 18 is high. King, a 2-4, and that's a fly ball to center field. That's going to Darwin, and he's going to make the catch for out number 2. King has a sacrifice fly of 0, so no chance for him. Levito, base runner 3, center fielder Darwin, a 0 arm, a 1-3. Levito will score. No, not deep enough, and they'll hold him at third base. So 2 outs. And now the batter is Ford. Ford is 0 for 2. Runners at the corners here, but now 2 away. Can Dick Woodson get out of this jam, only giving up the run? Strategy, nothing on the 17. Woodson, 1-2, strikeout 5. He will get out of it. Swing and a miss. Strikeout, and the inning is over. That is the 3rd strikeout for Woodson. So after walking all 3 bases, the only thing he gave up was a sacrifice fly, so no runs, no hits, 3 walks, and a sacrifice fly. The game was tied at 2. And the fans actually give a little bit of a cheer. Yay! We will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And let's see who leads off. Leading off for the Twins will be Cesar Tovar. And he gets a nice ovation here from the Metro Stadium crowd after making a heck of a play out there in right field. Tovar is 0 for 2. Bosman can still pitch to 7 more batters. This is 1972, not 2023. And he will, sarcastic applause, Todd. And he will go ahead and he will stay out there. Bosman, 2-1, strikeout 8. That's too high. Tovar, 5-4, and it's a base hit to left past third. It's a single. So Tovar gets the leadoff hit. That's his first hit of the game. It will now bring up Thompson. Thompson 1 for 2. Infield double play. Tovar had 21 stolen bases, and he's not going anywhere. Bosman with the pitch. Bosman 1-2 against the righty. It's a blank. Thompson 1-4, and it's a ground out to short. Can they turn the double play? 2, 3, 4. Second base pivot. Randall -1. 1-3 double play. They got it. 2 outs. So Thompson grounds out into the 6-4-3, 2 away. Kind of bit of a rally killer. But now we'll bring up Mr. Carew. Carew is 1 for 2. He has a triple in the game. Bosman with the pitch. Bosman, 6-6. That's a range play at the park. Metro Stadium, 5-3. And that is a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Toby Harrah. His range is a 2. And that'll get by him for a base hit. So Carew keeps the inning alive as he hits it past Harrah. But now you got Carew on base, and that brings up the very dangerous Killebrew. Killebrew is 1 for 2. He's got a double, but got picked off at second base earlier in the game. Carew on it first. Anything on Strat? Nope. Bosman will pitch to Killebrew. Killebrew has pretty good power, but of course we all know that, how hard he hit the ball. Bosman will go ahead and pitch. Bosman, 3-6. That's a range play. Killebrew, 6-2. It's a line drive to third. That ball is hit to Billings. His range is a 3. He leaps, but it's over his head. It'll be a base hit, and that's going to be a single. It's over his head, so nowhere that Billings was going to get to that. Let's see. So that becomes, that is a line that becomes a single past third. And Carew, base running rating of 5 with 2 outs, still cannot get to third base. He will hold. So Carew holds at second base, even with 2 outs. He can't get there, but that is a base hit for Carew. And now the batter is Braun. Braun is 1 for 2 with a single. Have I heard that Carew was doing he had heart problems? Yes, so did I. I hope we know he is getting up there in years. We do know that. Let's hope he can make it. Let's say he can last a little longer for us. Tied at 2, bottom of the 6th. Carew on it second, Killebrew on it first. Bosman will pitch, strategy roll. And nothing on the 18. Bosman, he sets up to deal. Bosman, 1-2. Against the lefty, that's a walk plus. That's a 4, and the bases are loaded. So Bosman now loads the bases. So the Twins now have bases loaded. And that's only the first walk given up by Dick Bosman. And now it gives up a chance to Bobby Darwin. Darwin is 0 for 1, but got hit by a pitch. Bosman trying to get out of this jam now. But the Twins trying to take the lead. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, tied at 2. Strategy, nothing on the 13. Bosman will deal with Darwin. The fans are loud here at Metro Stadium. The Twins are above 500 so far in this 72 season early. Let's see what happens. Bosman, 3-1. That is a blank. Darwin, 1-4. And it's a ground out to second. Getting over there is Lenny Randall. He's got it, and he's going to throw to first to get Darwin, and that will end the inning. No runs, 3 hits, a walk, but the Twins leave the bases loaded here, and that could come bite them in the butt later. Still tied at 2 after 6. Top of the 7th, Woodson, he can still pitch to 5 more batters before fatigue. He will stay out there. This is 1972, not 2023, where if a pitcher makes 1 or 2 pitches, he's automatically considered tired. I mean, I'm going from the 2016 season to 1972. Lenny Randall leads off for the Rangers. He's 0 for 2. Top of the 7th, tied at 2. Woodson, 5-5, possible error. Randall, 4-2. That's a ground out to second base. That's going to be hit to Carew. Carew's error rating is a 7. That's a 10. Carew's got it, and he will toss it over and make the play. Next up is Hara. Hara's 0 for 2. Woodson goes ahead and pitches. Woodson, 6-5, error on a grounder. Hara, 5-3. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Bobby Thompson. His error rating is an 11. That's a 17. Thompson bobbles it, but he throws to first to get the out, 2 away. Next batter is supposed to be Dick Bosman. But he can only pitch to one more batter before he's tired. That's going to be it for Bosman, and the Rangers will go to the bench. So coming on to pitch for the Rangers, for pinch hit for the pitcher, will be Dave Nelson. 226 average, 2 homers, and 28 RBIs in 72. So Dave Nelson will pinch hit for the pitcher as Bosman leaves with a note with the ND. Unless, of course, they scored a run here. Woodson with the pitch. Mike Terra Supernova joins us here at Metro Stadium. Woodson, 3-3. Home run chance. Righty, 1-16. The 5 is good. Nelson against the righty needs a 4. Does he get enough to get this ball out of here? Nope, not in a 16. Nelson, 4-5, and it's a deep fly ball to center field. And let's see here. John Haverly says it was 402 to center, and back goes Darwin. He'll make the catch at about 396, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Rangers. The Rangers won this game historically 16-2. We're tied at 2 here, and we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. I had to go and set my alarm. You never know when Steeler fan might try to sneak in and steal my mom. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night, Friday night baseball. And I think we got a pretty good one tomorrow night. And this will be the final game in the month of May. We're going to be going back to Memorial Stadium. And it will be the Boston Red Sox taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Ray Culp will be pitching for the Red Sox again, but Mike Cuellar will be pitching for the Orioles. So that will be tomorrow night's game for May 30th, the final game in the month of May. So it'll be the Red Sox and the Orioles. Culp against Cuellar. He gets the call tomorrow night for the Birds. That'll be tomorrow night's game on Inside Pitch. Bottom of the 7th here, tied at 2. And Rick Rennick leads off from Minnesota. Question is he going to bat? And I don't think so. I don't think he is going to bat, but the Rangers need a pitcher first. So the Rangers will bring on a new pitcher, and it is going to be, they're going to go with Paul Lindblad. 5 wins, 8 losses, 9 saves, a 2.62 ERA. Lindblad will be the second Ranger pitcher. And we're going to go ahead and take out Rick Rennick. He will be done. He was in left field, and coming on to pinch hit and take over in left field for the Twins will be Steve Bry, a 241 average, no homers and 12 RBIs. He is in left field. He was a +1, and Rennick also had a +1 arm, so I do not have to change the helper card. And he does have better range. So that will be it for Rennick, as Bry will now take over in left field. So Lindblad will pitch to Bry. Lindblad can pitch to 6 batters. We'll see how long he goes. So Lindblad, Brian, I won't have to steal her. She'll go willingly. You know what? I'm not going to give you the block dragon because knowing my mom, she probably would. Lindblad with the pitch. 2-5 against the righty. It's a straight home run result. But Bry doesn't have any home runs. Bry, 6-1 instead. It's a fly ball hit to deep right field. Going after that will be Lovito, but he will make the play. And that is out number 1. 1 out. Here's Mitterwald. Will Mitterwald bat? Let's see. He will. Yeah, they'll keep him out there. Mitterwald will bat. 1 out here. Lindblad against Mitterwald. Lindblad 3-5. That's a blank. Mitterwald 3-3, and a great call by me to leave him in there because against the lefty, that's a base hit past second base. So Mitterwald will get a hit and keep the inning alive. That's going to be it for Dick Woodson. He's due to bat now. He only can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. And that will be it for Woodson. Twins will go to the bench. And coming on to bat for the Twins is going to be Eric Soderholm. 188 average, 13 home runs, though, 39 RBIs. If Lindblad makes a mistake, that ball is gone. So Mitterwald on at first, Soderholm at the plate. Strategy, and nothing on the 5. Lindblad will go ahead and pitch. Lindblad, 5-4, strikeout. Got him on the 4, struck him out. Nice job by Lindblad, 2 away. And now the top of the order for Tovar. Tovar 1 for 3. He has a base hit. Anything on the strat? That's a 20. Lindblad fires to first. And nope, Mitterwald will get back. And now Lindblad will pitch to Tovar. Lindblad 1-1. That is a blank. Tovar 5-6. And it's a fly ball hit to right field. Plenty of room for Lovito. He'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Twins. And we will, after 7, we're still tied at 2. Top of the 8th. And top of the order for the Rangers. Elliot Maddox will lead off for the Rangers. We need a new pitcher for the Twins. And let's see who that's going to be. And they will go with, coming on to pitch for the Twins, is going to be a young Dave LaRoche. 5 wins, 7 losses, 10 saves, a 2.83 ERA. LaRoche will be the second Twins batter, and he can pitch to 6. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he can pitch to here. And we'll see what a young Dave LaRoche can do here against Maddox. Top of the 8th, tied at 2. LaRoche, 2-3 against the righty. It's a blank. Maddox, 6-6, and that's a base hit to right field. Maddox leads off with a single into right, and good speed on the bases. A leadoff single. Next batter is Lovito. Lovito is 1 for 2, a single and a walk, infield double play. Maddox had 20 stolen bases. That is a 19. Doesn't get it. Lovito gets the bunt sign. And I'm going to bunt with him, actually. It makes some sense. A 224 average. I'm going to bunt. So they're going to load the bunt. And I don't think they're going to expect it. They're going to stay in double play depth. So, actually, I'm going to roll for that. So Lovito's bunt rating is a 4. No, I'd say they'd be in double play depth. I don't think there'd be corners in. I don't think they would do it. So they'll be a double play depth. So LaRoche will pitch to Levito. LaRoche, 1-3. That is at the park, but on a bunt, that is ignored. So the bunt, and that is bunted to the third baseman, and that is that's bunted to Braun. That is a 16. He's at normal play. And that is a 16. His bunt rating is a 4, and that is going to be the lead runner thrown out, hitter safe at first. So Maddox thrown out at second. Levito will take over. That is 1 out, and that becomes a fielder's choice. So we could not do anything with the bunt. Now the batter is Mincher. Runner's still at first base, though, and nothing on the strat. LaRoche will go ahead and pitch to Mincher. LaRoche, 1-4, hit by pitch, 4, plunk, ouch. Mincher gets hit by LaRoche, and that will now put the go-ahead run at second base. That is the second hit batter of the game, which means the third hit by pitch will eliminate the pit, will kick the pitcher out, and yes, that 66 brawls thing will happen if it comes up on the rare play. So now runners at first and second. Here's Billings. Billings is 0 for 3. He'll bat. Only 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Strategy, that is a 2. Levito gets the steal sign to go to third, but he's going to stay. LaRoche will go ahead and pitch. LaRoche, 2-2, error on a throw. Billings, 2-1, and that's going to be an infield single. That's an automatic infield single to second base. The question is, does Carew try to get him out anyway? Carew's error rating is a 7. No, he holds on to it, and all the runners is safe. That is a 20, so he does not try to make the play. That is an infield single, and the bases are loaded. And now the batter is King. And I see we got to do a pinch hitter for him here. So we will see a pinch hitter for King. So he will come out of the game. He is the catcher. And coming on to pinch hit for the Rangers is going to be Frank Howard. 244 average, 10 homers, 38 RBIs. Taking over at catcher is going to be Ken Suarez. So he will be the new catcher for the Rangers. So timeout as I will change him. So Ken Suarez will take over. 2-3. Let's see. 2-3, 20, and the 0. 2-3, 20, 0. So Ken Suarez will take over at the catcher spot. And Frank Howard pinch hitting with bases loaded. And LaRoche here having some issues in this inning. Infield is going to play in. Actually, do they play in? Frank Howard does hit into double plays. I think you play in here. Because if you don't turn the double play, the run's going to score. And if you get the force out, at least it's the guy at home. They're going to play in, trying for the catch of the first double play. Tied at 2, top of the 8th, 1 out. LaRoche is going to go ahead and pitch to Howard. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 11. LaRoche looking at Howard. Fans here at Metro Stadium hoping for a good pitch. LaRoche, 3-3, strikeout 3. He got him, struck him out. Huge K by Dave LaRoche, 2 away. And now the batter is Ted Ford. He'll bat. Ford is 0 for 3. But now 2 outs. Can LaRoche get out of this jam? LaRoche will be tired after this batter. LaRoche will pitch to Ford. Again, fans are at Metro hoping for a good pitch. Nothing on the 5 on the strat. LaRoche will deal. LaRoche sets up and he will pitch. LaRoche, 1-2. That's a walk. That's a 3. And it's ball 4. Dave LaRoche walks in a run. Levito will trot on home. As he walks Ted Ford. Ford did not offer at the outside curveball. It's 3-2 Rangers. Stadium groans. The batter now is Len Randall. That's going to be it for LaRoche. He is done, as he cannot get it done here tonight. And they will go back to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch for the Twins is going to be Tom Norton. No wins, a loss, no saves, a 2.78 ERA. Norton will now try to pitch here. He can pitch to 7. But now it's a 3-2 Ranger lead. Still 2 outs, top of the 8th. The Twins aren't out of it yet. Randall will bat. He will bat. Randall will bat. Bases are full of Rangers. Strategy rolls are still active. And nothing on the 5. Norton will pitch. Norton, 2-4 against the switch left. That's a blank. Randall, 6-2, and it's a ground out to third. That'll be handled there by Braun. And he will be right there at the bag. He will tag the bag, forcing out Billings, and the inning is over. Maybe could have been a lot worse. 1 run on 2 hits, a walk, a hit batter, and a fielder's choice. The Twins are lucky they only gave up the 1 run, but the Rangers now have the lead. Norton antivirus. That's good. Bottom of the 8th inning. Leading off for the Twins is going to be Danny Thompson. He will bat. Paul Lindblad can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. He's going to stay out there. This is 1972, not 2023. Lindblad will go ahead and he will pitch to Thompson. Lindblad, 5-2, walk 3. And as soon as I make that kind of idea, he walks the leadoff batter. Thompson to first. So Lindblad walks Thompson. He's on at first now. Infield double play. And the very dangerous Carew is up next. He's 2 for 3 tonight, a triple and a single. Thompson had 3 stolen bases. Anything on the strat, the 9 says no. Lindblad will pitch to Carew. Bottom of the 8th, 3-2 Rangers, but now the Twins trying to get something going. Lindblad, 5-5. That's a range play at the park. Metro Stadium, 4-5. And that is a fly ball to center field. Going after that is Elliot Maddox. Not as good as Gary Maddox, but close enough. His range is a 4. He's got it on a 1 down. Big play by Elliot Maddox on a fly out to center field, 1 away. Lindblad is tired. He says he can do it. He'll stay out there. Here comes Killebrew. Killebrew, 2 for 3, a single and a double. Thompson still on at first. Strategy, nothing on the 14. Lindblad will pitch to Killebrew. Killebrew hits lefties very, very hard. Fans here at Metro know that Killebrew can get one in there, and maybe they might make. Well, I've already rolled the strategy. We're gonna do it. Lindblad will pitch. Lindblad, 5-4, strikeout 3. He got him. Struck out Killebrew, 2 down. Took a little bit of a chance there. Now the batter is Braun, and Braun is 1 for 3. Lindblad staying out there. So 2 outs, 3-2 Rangers, but Lindblad trying to get this game into the 9th to keep it where it is. Strategy, nothing on the 14. Lindblad sets up and deals. Lindblad, 4-1, that is a blank. Braun, 6-2, that's a power hit to right field. That's a 5, and against the lefty, that's going to be a double for Steve Braun. But will it score Thompson? With 2 outs, base runner 3. Base runner 3, double to right, -2. Because of a very good arm there by Levito. So the only way Thompson can score is on a 1. No, he holds at third. So Braun picks up a double, but he cannot bring in the tying run. And now the batter is Darwin, and we will see a new pitcher as Lindblad will be done, but he did a heck of a job. So the Rangers will go to the bullpen, and coming on to pitch for the Rangers is going to be Jim Panther. Wakanda forever, 5 wins, 9 losses, a 4.13 ERA. But Jim Panther is not the closer. His job is to try to get a couple of outs here, to get 1 out, and then bring in Pena, because the pitcher is due to bat second in the top of the 9th inning. So Jim, Wakanda forever, Black Panther, will go up against Darwin. Darwin is 0 for 2, but got hit by a pitch, and they will pitch to him. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 3. Thompson on at third, Braun on at second. Fans here at Metro Stadium hoping for a big hit. Panther with the pitch. Panther 1-1. That's a pitcher result. And that 10, though, is going to be too high. Darwin, a 2-5, and it's a ground ball to third. Getting over there is Billings. He's got it. And he throws to first to get Darwin. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, and a walk. Again, the Twins get men on base, but can't do anything with it. 3-2 after 8. Top of the 9th. Rangers lead 3-2. Leading off for the Rangers will be Toby Harrah. Harrah is 0 for 3. Norton, he can... When did I bring him in there? He can still pitch to 6 more batters. Norton will stay out there. So top of the 9th inning, 3-2 Rangers here. Norton with the pitch. Norton, 4-3, strikeout 10. That is high. Harrah, a 3-2, and it's a ground out to third. Braun will get to that one, and he'll make the play, out number 1. Pinch hitter coming up for Jim Panther as he went ahead and just got the out he needed. And coming on to pinch hit for the Rangers is going to be Larry Bittner. 259 average, 3 homers, 31 RBIs. Bittner will come on and pinch hit. So 1 out, top of the 9th. Norton with the pitch. 1-3 against the lefty. It's a base hit right past the pitcher, and Bittner gets a single. Norton put it right over the plate, and Bittner had enough on it to send it right back through the box. The next batter is Maddox. Maddox has scored 2 of the 3 Ranger runs tonight. He is 2 for 3, 2 singles, walked and reached on an error. Infield is at double play. Norton will pitch to Maddox. Strategy rolls are still on, and that is an 11, nothing happening. Norton will pitch. Norton, 1-5, strikeout 8. Gold strike 3 on Maddox. He got him. Maddox is a 9, but -1 makes him an 8. That is an 8. It's a called strike 3, and Maddox knows he should have swung at it. It was right there. And now Levito. And Levito is 1 for 3, a single and walked. And now there are 2 outs. 3-2, Bittner on it first. Norton will go ahead and pitch. Strategy, nothing on the 10. Norton with the peel. Norton, 1-5, strikeout 14, that will miss. Levito, 6-4, it's a base hit past short. It will be a single. Bittner does not have the speed. He will hold at second base, as he needs to be a 5 in order to get to third. He is a 4 with 2 outs, but that keeps the inning alive. A single for Levito, and now here's Mincher. Mincher is 0 for 2, but got hit by a pitch, walked, and sacrifice flied. So now runners at first and second, 2 outs. Norton trying to get out of this inning, but the Rangers have some insurance runs out there. Strategy, nothing on the 14. Norton will pitch. Norton, 5-6. And against the lefty, it's a base hit right past the pitcher, right through the box, into the outfield, and that's a single one, and that's going to bring in a run. Bittner will come across the plate. He will score. Levito, a base running rating of 4 with 2 outs. He will make third. Mencher gets the first. 4-2 Rangers. They get insurance. Stadium groans. And now the batter is Billings. Norton can pitch to one more batter before he tires. And even though he did give up the run there, he is going to stay out there and try to finish this inning. Levito now on at third, Mencher at first. The Rangers get a huge insurance run and now lead 4-2 here in the top of the ninth. Strategy rolls are off. Norton, 1-2. Against the righty, it's a walk plus. That 10 will walk Billings, and the bases are loaded again. So a base on balls. And that'll bring up the new catcher for the Rangers, Ken Suarez, a 152 average and 4 RBIs. He is going to bat. He's the only catcher left on the I think he's the only catcher left on the line. Let me see. Yeah, he's the only catcher left, so he has to bat. So Ken Suarez will go ahead and he will bat. Bases are loaded. And although they really, really, really do not want to burn another pitcher, the Twins are going to, because Norton is tired and they must go to the bullpen here. So the Twins will bring on a new pitcher. And coming on to pitch for the Twins is going to be Wayne Granger. 4 wins, 6 losses, 19 saves, a 3.01 ERA. Granger is the 4th Twin pitcher. Norton actually did pretty well, but ran out of gas. So Wayne Granger is going to go ahead and pitch to Suarez. 2 outs, top of the ninth, 4-2 Rangers. Bases are loaded. Strategy rolls are off. Granger, 2-5. That's at the park. Metro Stadium, 2-6. And it's a base hit to left field. That is going to be a single for Suarez. Because it went to the ballpark and not the batter card, Suarez actually became a better hitter just in that situation. It's a single to left. Levito will score. Mencher, a base running rating of 2 with 2 outs. Single to left, +2. So a +4. So a 1-4, Mencher scores. And he does not. He holds it third. So Suarez comes through with a big-time hit, and it's now 5-2 Rangers. Stadium groans. And now the batter is Ford. Ford is 0 for 3 with a walk. And that was off the ballpark card, so that's one of the reasons why Suarez comes through with the hit. So base is still loaded, now 5-2 Rangers. And 2 outs here. Still, strategy rolls are off. Granger will pitch. Granger, 3-4. That's a walk in that 5. It's ball 4, and Granger walks in a run. And the bullpen is imploding. Granger walks in a run. Now 6-2 Rangers. Stadium barfs. Blech. And the bases are still loaded. And the batter now is Randall. And Randall is 0 for 4. Bases loaded. Now 6-2 Rangers. Still 2 outs at the top of the ninth. The Twins can't get out of the inning. Granger with the pitch. Granger, 6-6, strikeout, 5, swing and a miss, strikeout, and the inning is over. 3 runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, and the Rangers get some serious insurance and take a 6-2 lead going into the bottom of the ninth. timeout here for a moment. So Mincher is third. Then Billings. And Suarez. Gotta get this right here for a moment. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Bottom of the ninth inning for the Twins. And the fans here at Metro Stadium not happy with what they saw. Rangers will go ahead and bring out the closer. They don't care. They want to make sure they get this game in the books as the Rangers need wins. Coming on to pitch for the Rangers will be Horacio Pena. 2 wins, 7 losses, 15 saves, a 3.20 ERA. Not a save situation as of yet, but Pena's coming in to close. And leading off for the Twins will be Steve Bry. And Bry is 0 for 1 since taking over for Rennick in left field. So 6-2 Rangers, Twins trying to go ahead and maybe get some runs. Pena, 6-3, walk 3. Yep, that's ball 4. And just like that, the Twins get the leadoff man on. So Bry will trot to first. The next batter is Mitterwald. He'll bat. He is 1 for 3. Twins don't have much left on the bench. They're going to have to save him for the pitchers. They really don't have much left on the bench. Or do they? Well, actually, they do. I'm sorry. They actually do have good players on the bench here. What do you want to do here, Robert? You got the pitcher coming up. Mitterwald. They're going to bring in a pinch hitter for Mitterwald. Mitterwald's going to come out of the game. And coming on to pinch hit for the Twins is going to be Dan Monzon. 273 average, no homers, 5 RBIs. If this game somehow makes it into the extra innings, Phil Roof will take over at catcher. So Dan Monzon will come on and bat for Mitterwald. And infield is at double play depth. And strategy rolls, of course, are off. Bry on it first. Pena will pitch to Monzon. Pena, 1-4. Strikeout +2. Got him. And a big strikeout for Pena. 1 down. So he goes down on strikes. And now a pinch hitter coming in for the pitcher. And it is going to be Jim Nettles. 204 average, 4 homers, 15 RBIs. Jim Nettles will go ahead and pinch hit against Pena. 1 out here, bottom of the ninth, 6-2 Rangers. Fans here at Metro Stadium hoping for something good. Pena, 3-3 against the lefty. It's an automatic out. And that is a ground ball to second. Do they turn the double play? 2, 2, 3. Shortstop, pivot Hara, +2 is a 5. A 1-5, this ball game is over. And it is. Ground ball right to second base. Randall's got it. He throws it over to Hara. Hara tags on the bag. Pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to first. That's your game. The Rangers will come away with the win over the Twins tonight. 6-2. Stadium groans. Nothing across except a walk, and it will be the Rangers getting a win as they will get the job done. And the Rangers will now go to 14-22. Minnesota drops to 18-14. But that is a good win for the Rangers as they need wins to try to stay playoff relevant, even though we're only in the month of May. But a big win for the Rangers today, a 6-2 victory. Final line score coming up. Reds are underachieving in FastScore rig. What are you talking about? The Reds are near the top of the division. Oh, God. The Reds are near the top of the division with the Dodgers in the National League West. What are you talking about? 2, 4, 8. Actually, no, that will be actually Lindblad's. For the Rangers, six runs, 8 hits, no errors. For the Twins, 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. The winning pitcher, believe it or not, is Paul Lindblad. He's going to get the victory, and Tom Norton's going to get the loss. Panther and Pena will get credit for holds. So a victory for the Rangers tonight as they win their second game in a row here on the network, as they did win last night. But so far, we'll see how they do in the rest in Fast Score. 10-minute ticker coming right up. So Brian Bia says it's rigged in Fast Score, and yet the Reds are 21-17, are 21-15, and the Dodgers are 20-17. The Reds are in first place in the division, and he said it's first place in the National League West, and he says it's rigged. The Reds are in first place. Jeez, what more do you want? No, what are you talking about, Brian B? The Reds are 21-17. They lead the National League West. I think you're thinking of something else. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Rangers will get a win over the Twins today, 6-2. Let's see how the rest of the majors does. May 27th, Cleveland at Baltimore. Cleveland 465, that is 6. Orioles 152, and that is 3. That's a win for the Tribe. Milwaukee at Boston. Brewers 1236, and that is 4. Red Sox 20-22, that's 3. Not enough. A win for the Brew Crew. Kansas City at the Angels. Royals 1555, that is 7. Angels 541, that is 3. That's a win for the Royals. Tigers and the Yankees. Tigers 852, and that's 4. Yankees 815, that is 1, and that's a win for the Cats. White Sox and the Athletics. White Sox 362, that's 4. Athletics 1265, that is 8. And the Athletics are just running away with this league. San Francisco at Atlanta. Giants 1245, that is 5. Atlanta 1521, that's 2. That's a win for the Giants. Expos and the Cubs. Expos 652, that is 4. Cubs 1356, that is 6. That's a win for the Cubbies. Padres and the Reds. Padres 942, that's 4. The Reds 1365, that is 9. That game belongs to the Reds, and Brian B thinks it's still rigged. I can't satisfy that guy. Dodgers and the Astros. Dodgers 1464, that is 8. Astros 1764, that is 9. A win for the Stros. Philadelphia at Pittsburgh. Phillies 466, that is 7. Pirates 2023, that's 4. That's a win for the Phils. Win for the Phils. Mets and the Cardinals. The Mets right now are in first place in the National League East. Question is how long. They did struggle later in the year. Mets 1051. They're not going to start here. That's a 5. Cardinals 725. That is 2. And another happy recap for the Mets. On to May 28th. Cleveland at Baltimore. Indians 0-22. That is 0. Orioles 1451. That's 5. A win for the Birds. Milwaukee at the Bo Sox. Brewers 1821. And that's 3. Red Sox 1066, that is 9. That's a win for the Red Sox. They needed that. Kansas City at California. Royals 1124, and that's 2. Angels 533, and that is also 2. They will have extras. Let's see here. Kansas City, 5, -1, 4. California, 4 + 4, 8. The Angels will win it. Rangers and the Twins. Rangers, 4, 34, and that is 2. Twins, 13, 33, and that is 4. The Twins will get a win there. Tigers and the Yankees. Detroit, 15, 42, that is 5. Yankees, 12, 53, and that is also 5. We have extras. Detroit, 3 + 1 is 4. Yankees, 1 -2, -1. That is a win for the Tigers. White Sox at Oakland. White Sox, 834, and that is 3. Athletics, 1063, and that is 7. And for those of you wondering what the record of Oakland is at the moment after that win, how dominant are they? The Athletics right now are 27-6. That is amazing. Giants and the Braves, doubleheader, game 1. Giants, 16-61, and that is 7. Braves, 11-13, that is 1. That's a win for game 1. Game number 2, Giants, 19-53, and that is 7. Braves, 10-34, that is 3, and the Giants take both of them. Expos and the Cubs. As a Steeler fan needs a block, someone needs to give Steeler fan the block dragon. Expos, 6-11, that's 0. Cubs, 11-23, and that is 2. That's a win for the Cubs. Padres and the Reds. Padres, 5-14, and that is 0. Reds, 16-53, that is 6. That game belongs to the Reds, but I know Brian B. will still say it's rigged, even though his team won. I don't know why. Dodgers and the Astros. Dodgers, 10-21, that's 2. Astros, 13-43, and that's 4. That game was definitely rigged, as the Astros won that. Philadelphia and the Pirates. Phillies, 3-42, and that is 2. Pirates, 22-56, that's 8. And the Bucks will win that one. Mets and the Cardinals, as he gives me the block dragon. Mets and the Cardinals. Mets trying to keep the wins coming here. Mets, 12-56. They're going to get it. That's a 6. Cardinals, 12-14, and that is 1. And another happy recap for the New York Mets. On to May 29th, Cleveland at Baltimore. Indians, 361, and that is 4. Orioles, 735, that is 3. And that's a victory for the Tribe. Milwaukee at Boston. Milwaukee, 825, that is 2. Red Sox, 1552, and that is 6. A win for the Bo Sox. White Sox and the Angels in a doubleheader, game 1. White Sox, 1543, and that is 5. Angels, 226, and that is 1. The White Sox take the first game. Game 2, White Sox, 922, that is 2. The Angels, 761, that is 5, and they'll split the twin bill. Tigers and the Yankees in a doubleheader. I'm pretty sure these are all scheduled doubleheaders on Sunday. Tigers, 636, and that is 3. Yankees, 622, that's 1. The Tigers win the first game. Game number 2, Tigers, 832, and that's 2. Yankees, 1044, that is 4, and they will split the twin bill. Oakland at Texas in a doubleheader, game number 1. Athletics, 15-14, and that's 2. Rangers, 343, and that is also 2. They will tie. Oakland, 4, -1 is 3. Texas, 4. +0 is 4. The Rangers actually win the first game and break the Oakland winning streak. Game number 2, Oakland 1263, and they'll get it right back. That's a 7. Rangers 415, that's 0, and they will split the twin bill. Padres on the Braves. Padres 1542, and that's 5. Atlanta 2043, and that's 6. Atlanta gets the win. Expos and the Cubs. Expos 655, and that is 4. Cubs 1542, and that's 5. The Cubs will beat the Spos. Reds and the Astros. Steeler fan versus Brian B. Reds 1656, and that is 7. Steeler fan 1616, and that is 2. And that game belongs to the Reds over the Astros, and I don't think that game was rigged at all. Phillies and the Pirates in a doubleheader. Phillies 664, that is 6. Pirates 1851, and that is also 6. They'll go to extras. Let's see here. Philadelphia 6, -2 is 4. Pittsburgh 4, -2 is 2. The Phillies will win that game. Game number 2. Phillies 523, and that is 1. Pirates 1736, and that is 5. And they will split the twin bill. Dodgers and the Giants. Dodgers and the Giants here. Dodgers 2441, and that is 6. Giants 721, and that is 1. And the Dodgers will get the win. Mets and the Cardinals. Can the Mets get 3 happy recaps tonight? Let's see what happens. Mets 513, and that's 0. They will not get it. Cardinals 1261, and that is 6. And the Cardinals will beat the Mets in that game, but that game was definitely rigged. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday Night Baseball. We got a good one for May 30th, our final game in the month of May. The Boston Red Sox will take on the Baltimore Orioles. Ray Culp once again on the mound for the Red Sox, and Mike Cuellar pitching for the Orioles. So not a bad pitching matchup between Culp and Cuellar, and you guys know anything can happen at Friday Night Baseball. Red Sox, Orioles, Culp and Cuellar. Be there or be square. David Vega, Mike Terra, Supernova, Brian B, Steeler fan, Frank Rosenk. And let's see here. John Haverly. John Haverly, Phoenix Knight, Baseball Fun and Games. Chris Kaysen. I hope I said that name right. I don't know if it's Kaysen or Kasan or Kayson. If you need to correct me, go right ahead. Mike Peterson. And DJP and Jeremy Brooks. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Good game tonight. The Rangers go ahead and clip the Twin Cities tonight. A 6-2 win. We'll see you tomorrow for some Friday Night Baseball.